Hey, YouTube, how's it going? Well, weather-wise, we had something of a break the last couple of days. Let's see, day before yesterday, it got up to about 65, 66 degrees, something like that. And then yesterday, it actually got up to 70. That was amazing. Awesome. Fantastic. Today, I don't think it broke 55. And the forecast is looking like mid-50s through the rest of the week, which I suppose is better than it has been, but oh man, it would be nice for it to get warm enough that I could ditch the sweatshirt and stay that way. 70 degrees long enough for it to actually get to 70 degrees inside the house, which it hasn't done since last summer. Anyway, for the last couple of actually about 5 days or so now, I have been messing with a really bad migraine thing. I felt like the left side of my face, from here all the way down to here and all the way over to here and there, has been hit about 90 times with a sledgehammer. Really felt like my eyes were ready to pop and bleed. You know, one of those wonderful things where light is not your friend and sound is the worst thing in the world. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've had one of those, but it hasn't changed any. It's still awful. I've been trying today to get work done on another Hermitcraft FTV, and I tell you what, I was on the Hermitcraft FTV server for about 3 or 4 hours today, and in all that time, I got very, very little accomplished. So I think I'm going to have to give it up for tonight and get in there in the morning and try again. The migraine is mostly gone, but the left side of my face still feels like somebody's been beating on me with something awful big and metal. So I'm going to take it easy and so on. As for the blood sugar news, I was going to talk about that, and I just now remembered. I have been managing to keep it down to about 200 to 250, about a 225 average over the last 14 days or so. And while that's a long way from good, it's better than it was. And as for my original idea of waiting until it got down to a reasonable level before I actually ate, I discovered that if I were to do that, my breakfast would not happen until about 10 or 11 o'clock at night, because it would take that long for me to process that back down. If I would, you know, I'd have to wait between meals at least that long, a good 12 or 14 hours, maybe more, for it to get down that low. So, I'm just trying to deal the best I can. And you know what I'm eating? I'll tell you what. I've got this dish that I make up. I use a little bit of ground country sausage, fry that up in a pan, cut up an onion and throw that in there with it, and then I take a head of cabbage and I cut a bunch of that off and dice it up and throw that in there, and a cup or two of the frozen chopped broccoli, and throw that in there. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of butter, some seasoning, and it's actually pretty doggone good. And the nice thing about it is that it has hardly any carbohydrates in it. It's no sugars at all in any of it, and almost no carbohydrates, which means well, very low carbs, which means that for the entire day I'm eating maybe 40, maybe 60 carbs a day at the most. And that means my calories are way down. I'm doing probably 1,000, 1,200 calories or something like that. So I can't really hardly make my intake any more low carb, low sugar than I am already right now. And so I think that very soon I'm going to be visiting the doctor and get a little something done about that. In the meantime, I'm going to watch a video and go to sleep. My face hurts something awful. Yeah, go ahead. Make all the jokes you want. I know the jokes. I've made them myself. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here. It's the Tinfoil Show.